windy out here, but this week I wanted to teach you guys about recall. So we're just out here. It's very windy. I hope you guys can hear me all right. So we're gonna see if the sound goes through. So I have some treats in my little pouch here, so I'm gonna grab some treats for him. Wait for him to go up and sniff and smell something, and then I'm gonna call him back to me. He is very, very people oriented, so he likes to be by you. Finn, come. Yes, good boy. Good. So the first thing you want to always remember in recall is to not just call their name and tell them to come. You want to make sure you have their full eye contact by making any kind of loud noise or something like that before they'll come to you. Finn, come. Yes, good boy. So Finn here, he is very, very people oriented, like I said. So he always wants to stick by you and please you. So if you're telling him to do something, or if you have treats, he always wants to find a way to make you give him treats and make you love up on him. Which he is so cute, so obviously you can't really help it but not. Good, come. Good boy. So by getting their attention first, telling them either a whistle or a kissy noise with your mouth, and then saying their name, so Finn, and then come. just like that. Good boy. He obviously knows the word too, but sometimes you want to make sure you have their attention before you tell them to come to you. Finn, come. Yes, good boy. Finn has a very strong recall, and it's very important to build that when they're young. That way, if you do need it, you'd rather have it than not need it, than not have it and need it. Come. Yes, good boy. Good, come. Yes. Good. So it's really nice when we go for our woods walks. Out in the woods, there's lots of smells, lots of scents, lots of sights that they like to go and look at. So by having a good recall when we're out there in the woods, it really helps strengthen that recall out there when they come back to you. So we are back inside. It started to get very windy out there, so we decided to come inside. What? Do you want some treats? He is a very talkative boy. He likes to talk to you. So I just figured we'd do some basic leash skills inside as well as some of his sits and downs. Now Finn is very strong with his sits and downs, but I figured I'd show you. He is a very good boy. He doesn't like to jump. He sits to get your attention. Really? Good sit. Good. So I'm going to have him do it down for me. Come. Down. Point to the ground, wait till yes. So he is down, working off of that lure all the way to the ground. Yes, working off of it. So right now he can do that, or we've been trying to go down, further up, yes. Further up until I can just tell him down from up here and have him go down. Down. Yes, good boy. Sit. Sit. I want 4 on the floor with the feet situation. So if he's sitting, I want his feet to be on all 4 of his feet to be on the floor. I do apologize for that dog over there. He gets jealous when he can hear us in here. There's also another person working, or one of our other trainers working with another dog in that room, so you can hear that as well. Hi, yes. So I have the treats in my hand, and I'm gonna hold the leash in both of my hands actually, mostly in this hand, so I can feed him treats with this hand while he's in that lure. So I'm gonna lure his nose along the left side of me. And when I stop, I want him to stop and sit. Granted, I don't want him to be in the front of me, but eventually, in stores, he will just sit down when I stop. Good boy. Feed him treats with my left hand when I'm luring him along. This way. Good boy. I feed him with my left hand just because he is on my left side. So I want to be able to lure his nose when he's on my left. Yes. Good boy, Ben. Yes. Good boy. Can I do apologize for that? I'll finish up quickly just because he is a little loud. This way. Good boy. This way. Yes. This way. Good boy. And then in stores, of course, it is different. Sometimes I'll have him in a slip only because he does tend to like to just chew the leashes just because they are teething. So I'll put that slip on and that way he's not getting that leash, teaching him that it is okay. Because sometimes you don't really notice, and then when you do notice, you're like, oh no, he's chewing the leash. But it is a pretty easy habit to break. The slip is one, or just telling them every time you do, put that leash in their mouth. This way. Yes. Good. Good boy. I'll just have him end in a quick sit and down for me. Okay, Ben? Sit. Yes. And then down. Good boy. Good boy. And then, of course, there's lots of praise. Good boy.